Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in a cheese factory here in Kano called La Casa Formaggio. Is a name that is tongue twisting. Anyway, we're here today because we wanted to find out why is it that they're in Kano? Why are they making cheese here in Kano? Because when it comes to cheese making or when it comes to factories, people always believe that this factory should be in Lagos or in Port Harcourt, but they are here in Kano. So we're here to find out from these guys here, why are they in Kano? How are they making cheese? And what is the business of cheese? That is all we're going to find out in this video. We'll be talking to the owner of this factory and they'll be introducing this place to us. We are at a cheese factory here in Kano, which is a very interesting one for me, because most times when you hear factories like this, you always think they should be in Lagos or in Port Harcourt. You never imagine they're in Kano. So I'm with, let him introduce himself and tell us about the cheese factory here in Kano.
My name is Wasim, and we have here the cheese factory in Kano where we produce mozzarella cheese, and soon we're going to produce cheddar cheese and much more to be coming. We have been in Kano for almost 3 years. We have been operating in the market in a proper way and distributing for almost 1.5 years.
So you're talking about how many days does it take to make cheese?
You have certain types of cheese.
Okay.
You have the pecorino cheese, you have the mozzarella cheese, you have parmigiano. Mozzarella cheese takes 2 days, which is not a fermented cheese considered. But we have the other types of cheese like Parmigiano. We don't produce that yet. It's a new project, yani. But it will take up to 6 months. Pecorino will take around 8 months. Blue cheese takes 32 months to be produced, and a lot of other types of cheese. You have more than 4,000 kinds of cheese in the world.
Whoa.
Even much more, and it's increasing always.
So more people are like discovering ways to make different kind of cheese, So
it's a lot. Cheese production is very wide as a world to be producing them. So you may do a small mistake in the machine, which will lead for you an invention of a new cheese. The way that they produced the blue cheese was a mistake.
Oh.
It was not something that they did, and blue cheese is considered now one of the most expensive cheese in the world. Cheese production in the world, how it started, it was a mistake.
Oh.
You know that cheese is from milk.
Yeah.
So old farmers in the old days, they used to carry the milk, they used to slaughter the cow, They used to bring the stomach of the cow and put the milk inside it and wrap it and take it for 18 hours of roads. 18 hours road, sometimes days.
Yeah.
So one day they took it in the stomach, they did not clear out the stomach properly. They put it in the stomach, they tie it and they went for a long time. They open it, they see that it become very thick, and then they started making cheese.
Whoa.
So the product that we mix with milk to make it cheese is gotten from the enzyme of the cow's stomach till today. If you check about the product which is rennet, it's produced from the cow's stomach.
And that's the enzyme that turns it
turns the cheese, the milk into cheese. The more that you learn about it, the more you will get addicted to it. And the more that you will see, you will be waiting for yourself to do a mistake so that you will say, what in that cheese?
Before the cheese business, what other kind of business were you into before you started?
I used to have a distribution company where I used to distribute other than Nigeria. My business is cheese factory, and we also have a bread factory. We used to produce cakes and dates and all of these types of businesses.
Wow. Okay.
We used to work in the bakeries.
For those of us who eat pizza, you guys know what the cheese is, because that's the only most time when Nigerians actually eat cheese, when they're eating pizza. So how is the cheese business? Do you only sell your cheese here in Kano, or do you sell them outside Kano?
We've started selling the cheese in Kano at first.
Okay.
We saw that the market demand is higher, more than Kano. So we've started going through Abuja, we started going through Lagos, Port Harcourt. We have a very big market in the east through Enugu, through Anambra and Abia, and all of these states, and market is pushing more and more. Even in the north, we have a good market. We have in Kaduna and in Kano. We are spreading nationwide at the current moment, and we are trying to arrange vendors and warehouses in each state so that we will have a permanent stockist where a person will recommend cheese, will want cheese, we will tell them please go to this person.
Okay, that will make the time shorter for when they want their cheese. If they want it, there's already like a storehouse or a place where they can just go get the cheese. Well, you were saying you take your cheese to Kano, Abuja, Enugu and all those places. I was wondering, how do you transport the cheese from here?
We face a lot of challenges by transporting the cheese. A lot of challenges.
Okay.
By having the car to be going direct, so that we won't be having any issues of the cheese defrosting.
Okay.
We always arrange cold room cars. If we were not able to arrange a cold room car, we will always have the packaging which is proper for it to be reaching safely to the other state. Especially if we are sending to far places like Bayelsa, like Port Harcourt, which needs 18 hours to reach. If we did not find a proper cold room car to be carrying our load, we will be arranging, let's say, the foam boxes arranged with ice all around it and closed in a proper way so that it will reach safely there.
Oh, so that it will get to destination safely, to not defrost.
We don't mind about the costs, but we mind about the customers being happy with our product.
Okay. When it comes to stainless steel, there are two standards. Two grades.
You have 304 and you have 316.
Okay.
We only put 316.
Okay.
Because sometimes they will tell you, if you want it cheaper, we can make for you the outer 304. I don't know. No. Because cheese is very delicate and dairy products are very delicate. It's better to keep everything 316 grade only.
Okay.
Only. You can't play with this grade at all. Everything you see here is stainless. You will never see something other than stainless inside this factory.
All right.
Even the table, you can see it's stainless, even everywhere.
Okay.
We have to be working like that. Or granite and marble for the tables as well.
Okay.
Which gives a good quality also.
Okay.
If I increase the milk 1 degree more than it should be increasing, the milk will spoil.
Wow.
You can't be able to make a cheese. If I make it less, it will be harmful.
It will be half.
The delicacy of the milk, it's very, very precise. You have to be very precise in the cheese. You have to be very precise in everything that you do. 1 gram more, 1 gram less, it will spoil the milk.
Okay.
So all of these are very important. Even while we are making in the machine, you have to consider. We don't only follow the measures of the machine temperature. We use, as you saw, we drop down our own thermometer to check that we have the same temperature, that we have the temperature is going good. Because if I increase it 1 degree more, the cheese will not stretch, or the cheese will be very creamy. Or, as I told you, by mistakes,
you discovered
cheese.
How did you come about cheese business? Why cheese? I just want to know.
I see in Nigeria they lack production for dairy products.
Okay.
And they only produce yogurt, or they only produce this cottage cheese or the Greek yogurt as you see.
Okay.
But you don't see people producing cheese. Because they fear, because it's a tough business. It's very delicate. It needs consistency in the business. And this is what we are trying to reach, for the people always recommending our cheese. People enjoy it, people recommend it, but we need to increase our market. And cheese is very delicate. In Nigeria, it's rare to find the people producing cheese.
Because how I got to know about you was that I saw a clip online, I think it was on Instagram or something, and they said they manufacture cheese in Kano. I told myself, where? Because every time I always thought that the cheese we eat I always brought from imported, So to hear that it is being made here in Kano, I told myself, okay, this is a place we need to visit. And luckily,
and you are welcome.
I'm here, with you today. Here now, they have to put on face masks, gloves, sterilize area to test what they want to test. I think it's the pH level that they want to check, and they also want to find out if what they have done has gotten to the best stage which they're going to get to before they move the cheese to the storage or cutting. I have no idea, but we're going to see what stage that's going to be.
part where you see the stretch of the cheese.
Okay, you're testing the stretch of the cheese. In this cheese business that you have, how many people do you have working for you in the factory?
Inside the factory, as in inside workers, we have around 9 to 10 workers inside the factory.
Okay.
As marketers and as distributors, we have around 20 people, 28 people. This is the range that we have, plus or minus the increase.
Plus or minus.
We have also the drivers, the people who manage the cars. We have in accounting and the managerial posts, you can say, is around 8 people also.
Okay.
In Kano.
In Kano.
In Kano.
Wow. Because I was actually wondering, because I know that having a factory like this is actually a way of helping this economy of the state, because at the end of the day, you have people that you're employed who are being paid salary, who take care of their own families, which is very interesting. So if someone wants to go into this business, what would be your advice to assuming a younger you wants to start it, what will you advise the person?
I will advise the person to be following the book always, to be very strict in production. This is the number one rule, because cheese, as I told you, is very delicate. It's a business where it needs too much care, and you need to handle it like a small baby. You need to pet it, and you need to ferment it, you need to take care of it. We will show you around later in the factory, and you will see how the stages will go. It's not easy to be handling it. And I will always advise a younger me to be pursuing in a business like this, because there's no competition. You only have people who are importing, but nobody has the heart to
do it here.
Do it here. No, have the heart and go ahead. Be careful and be aware. Always do your professional work. Don't say that we will let it pass. No.
Okay.
Always do your best.
It must be done according to the books. Follow the books.
Follow the books.
Okay.
It's very important to be very straightforward in your business, and the business will fly. I can assure you that.
So as you can see, they've extracted the cheese from the machine that we showed earlier on, and then they are now putting them in the mold. And as you can see, I can't get too close to them because I'm not wearing a face mask. All of them, they're wearing face masks, they're wearing all that, so they are close and they are doing their job. And I must tell you that they do it with precision, because the machine actually doles out about 2.5 kg of each cheese. A little bit more, he says, so that they don't go exactly 2.5. So that's the one they are molding now. They're putting in those molds. Behind me, I know I've tested the cheese a couple of times, fantastic. But these guys are really doing a good job by making sure what they are bringing out is exactly what they intend to give out to their clients.
If you want to do continuous, you will be producing much more. Okay. Let's say I'm able to arrange 1,500 kg of milk every day.
Wow.
You will never see a machine being stopped.
Okay, so they'll all be working.
But I'm trying to see how I can get the milk from the farms. I'm trying to see how I can get the farmers to sell me the milk at an acceptable price.
Okay.
Because prices sometimes have gone increased. Now milk is scarce.
Wow.
So price is high.
Okay.
Let's say after raining season is finished, milk will be more available, price will drop.
Okay.
So now...
But does this affect your price in the market, of the cheese in the market?
We don't let it affect us.
Okay, just...
Sometimes you don't make the gain that you should be making, because we can't be always letting the price fluctuate. It's not a good marketing strategy.
Okay.
So we manage as we are, because it's for a couple of months.
Okay.
Then we will be able to retain our losses.
All right. That's right. After they've been put in the mold, what's the next step?
After they put in the mold, then we have to finish, set up, and put them inside the fridge.
Inside the fridge.
Now we wait for them around 24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
This is called, it's not a fermentation period, but it's a period where the cheese will be holding each other up. It will be strengthened up together. Yeah. Once you see that the cheese is enough, it's enough being inside the fridge, we take to packaging.
Okay. So after 24 to 48 hours, you bring them out for packaging.
For packaging, and then it's up to the market.
All right.